you an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other.
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds. And
when the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on third down, Watson trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Ready up!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 17, Willis. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now Willis. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Ready.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Did you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they could score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. Got it open now, and it's Schwartz. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. The Browns at 8-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again is Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to move back in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Willis looking to throw it. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Let's go now.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Willis with another keeper.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Ready.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. It was good. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
to get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
Here we go, set!
To the air on first down, here's Willis. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Here we go, here we go!
Looking to throw on second down. Willis. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. On third down, it's Willis. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A minute 52 to play until halftime. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 31, Willis. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis, that's complete right side to Kmet. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and the deficit will hold at 15. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check pass, check pass.
Back to Taylor on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Willis steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And trouble trying to middle here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Watson off play action. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go up the middle with Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Watson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Again to throw, Willis on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Drops it off for Chubb. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Willis on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Juju Smith-Schuster, 56 yards. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on in man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Willis will look to throw on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Watson's going to throw it here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Taken down at the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He wants it all for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Willis. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles,